Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Lamplight City. We are inside this flower shop looking for a suspicious thief who actually leaves money after stealing things. We don't really know what's going on. We're going to speak to the assistant who works in this place in this one. We've spoken to Mrs Hastings and she wasn't really sure what was going on either. So we're going to, I guess, talk to the assistant and check up potentially an entry point upstairs. And also you guys seem to be really into this, which is very, very good because I am as well. I'm loving this already.
Interesting choice of decor in here.
Perhaps it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is rather drafty in here.
It is. I mean, that's a pretty cool window, though. You've got to have a great view out of there. What's sort of flashing in here? There's a painting.
Pastoral landscape. Definitely nowhere near here.
I've never much understood art, but it would be nice to see a place like that in person.
It would. Right, so I've got to say, I love the steampunk setting. It's so good. Ooh, okay, so there's a fire escape here. Let's leave that for now. Let's have a look around at some of the other things.
Imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is important for the flowers.
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
Hard to say. Definitely not recently, if the dust buildup is any indication.
Alright, I wonder who these people are.
A rather distinguished-looking gentleman.
Reminds me of Captain Snelling, if he ever smiled.
Perhaps that's the assistant?
A young lady. Perhaps a relation of Mrs Hastings?
I can see the resemblance. Sort of.
Okay, maybe they're both her children then.
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
There's like some twinkling things around here. I'm not really sure what that is, but it doesn't look like we can interact with it.
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants. Specific temperature and water conditions can be adjusted. Seems to be empty right now, though. And judging by the dust, it hasn't been used in a long time, if ever.
It seems Mrs. Hastings isn't too fond of steam tech, or just doesn't understand it.
Right, so she's not into the tech that's going on everywhere else in the city then, or the town.
Unmarked. But if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the flowers are stored when delivered.
I'll keep my distance then.
Yeah, he's got hay fever, so let's look out this window.
I don't think this window would serve as a viable means of entry.
No, I don't think it would.
You can hardly see the vomit and manure piles on the street from up here.
Lovely. Yeah, I don't think it would either, but great view. Right, let's check out this window then, because this, I guess, is what we're looking for. So, there's a fire escape.
This provides a means of escape from the top floor, or access to this window from the ground.
It does. There's a latch
The window latch, securely locked.
Yeah, what's this though?
Interesting. There's a gap between the window and the frame here. No wonder it's so drafty in this room.
Yeah.
I wonder.
What are you thinking, Fordham?
Someone slid
That
something
it's time
through.
for an experiment. I'm going to need a tool, however. Something long and thin should do the trick.
Shouldn't be too hard to find something like that around here.
You're right, it shouldn't. I'm thinking someone slid something through this gap and lifted the latch. That's my hypothesis here. Is there? Oh, there's buildings.
Lamplight City in all her glory.
I've got to say, Lamplight City is very beautiful. Right, so we've got to find some sort of tool. Maybe
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
Right, so it's not there. How do we look at our inventory? Find a long, thin tool for the experiment. Okay. We've also got to speak to the assistant who isn't here yet. So maybe there's a tool downstairs. Let's head down. Hotspot icons will change when new interactions are available. Okay. What hotspot would that be? Is there like a button to say? Maybe she knows.
I have a few more questions for you, Mrs. Hastings.
Very well, Detective. If it will help you conclude your investigation faster.
It might do. Upstairs window.
Mrs. Hastings, were you aware that there's a gap in the frame of the small upstairs window?
Is there? I only go up there to check that the window is locked. I've never noticed a gap. Are you suggesting that's how the burglar is entering the
Could
store?
be.
It's a distinct possibility, but I have yet to figure out exactly how.
Well, I trust you'll come to a satisfactory conclusion, Detective.
I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
Thank you. So, that obviously didn't turn up anything new. We need something... I mean, is there maybe something outside that we can get? We can go outside. Maybe there's like something in the bin.
No point wasting time searching through a dirty old trash can.
No,
You
apparently
finally
not.
learned. I'm so proud.
Right, we can't go... Can we, like, head... We can't head off to the side, okay. There's a homeless
An all
family.
too common sight in this part of town.
Sad to say, it hasn't really changed much since I was a boy.
So there's the street lamp, the sign, the window. Yeah, we can't... Don't seem to be able to go anywhere. Where are we going to find an item? I haven't really seen anything so far. I don't suppose we can use, like, the sign off of here or something.
Not too many left. Seems business isn't so bad around here.
Well, you know what they say. There are only 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and people taking advantage of sales.
Right. Hanging plants. Can we maybe get, like, one of the bits of wire from the hanging plants?
Aha! This hook is exactly what I need.
Yes, okay.
Mrs. Handbrook, may I borrow this hook for a few minutes? It's crucial to our investigation.
Is that so?
Yep.
Yes. I promise I'll put it back as soon as I'm done.
Please do, Detective.
Nice, okay. Let's head through. Right, back to the window we go. And now, how do we use our inventory?
Bill, it's time for our experiment.
We just click it?
And what is this experiment going to be exactly?
Simple. I'm going to see if this hook can get me inside the shop. Rather dark out here.
Watch your step, then. This experiment of yours isn't worth a broken neck.
I'll be fine. Now then, could you please close and lock the window, Bill?
Right. Do we have to do it? Oh, yeah, we do. Can we... Yep, there we go. Thought as much.
Well, I'd say this is fairly incontrovertible proof that the building can easily be broken into without arousing suspicion.
Where'd you learn how to do that, anyway?
You taught me, remember?
Nah. Are you sure it was me?
Positive. We were a few pints in at the Angel about 5 years ago, and you decided I should learn how to pick locks.
What else have I taught you how to do while drunk?
That would be telling.
I love the dynamic between these two. It's going to be really fun to see how this develops over the course of the game. Let's head back downstairs then, because now we can tell her that we've figured out how they're breaking in. Oh, well, is this the assistant?
Trevor.
Evening, Cecilia. I've got the order ready to bring in.
Trevor, these are Detectives Fordham and Leger. They say there's been a report about the burglaries, and they're here investigating.
We are indeed.
I only did it because I think it's been going on too long. As much as you want to, we can't handle this ourselves.
We can discuss the matter later. In the meantime, the detective would like a word with you.
I'll be needing to bring in the flowers first, if that's all right. Otherwise, some hooligan's likely to run off with them.
My partner will keep an eye on your flowers. Bill, would you mind?
Ah, the glamour of police work.
It's not all fun and games, Bill.
Now, Mr. Hastings, if I could ask you a few questions?
Go on, then.
Interesting. So I thought he might be involved, but given that he was the one who reported it, perhaps not.
What can you tell me about the recent burglaries?
I wish Cecilia had contacted you a lot sooner. She's a damn fine woman. But sometimes I think she'd rather jump in a rose bush than ask for help. Had to take matters into my own hands. This needs taken care of, and we can't do it on our own, as much as Cecilia would like to. Anyhow, alls I know is someone's been making off with some flowers and leaving money behind. No idea who it could be, how they're getting in, or why they even bother paying. In my day, if you robbed a place, you did it the right way.
Right.
It's a sad state of affairs when even burglars don't do their jobs correctly.
Really?
Do you have much experience with burglary, Mr. Hastings?
Now, I never said that, Detective.
Have you noticed anyone or anything suspicious around here recently?
Nothing but the usual roughnecks, ragamuffins, and drunkards. Like I said, it's a real mystery.
That it is. Yeah, but he's not squeaky clean, is he? Let's be honest. But I don't know. At the moment, there's nothing to suggest he's involved.
Could you walk me through the process of your deliveries?
Of course, there's no great science to it. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, Cecilia gives me her list of flowers to pick up from the wholesalers. I head over to Gascon around sunset when they get their shipment, and I give them her order. They load up the crate, I pay for it, and then I lug it back here.
How long does that take?
Between moving the crate and getting it across the river on the ferry, a couple of hours.
Oh god, a river?
Usually the store's closed by then, so I use my key to get in and leave the crate inside for Cecilia to open in the morning. That's all there is to it. Told you it wasn't very complicated.
Do you ever leave the crate unattended during that time?
No, sir. Never more than a minute. I may be old, but I got good eyes. I'd see if there were anything amiss. Besides that, I check to make sure the crate is still sealed when I drop it off. I'm not about to let Cecilia down by being careless.
Sounds like he's got it mostly covered, right? Let's ask him about himself.
How long have you been working for Mrs. Handbrook?
Been about 10 years now, I reckon. I used to help with deliveries now and then when it was her and David, her husband. But after he passed, she offered to make me her assistant. Unfortunate way to get it, but I needed the work. Used to be I had a job at one of the airship yards, but they let me go after I was injured by one of those newfangled steam machines. So the offer came at a good time. Besides that, Cecilia needed looking after, even though she'd never admit it. If I'm being honest, we're both getting a bit long in the tooth. Not sure how much longer we'll be keeping this up, but as long as I'm upright and breathing, I'll be bringing these crates along, even if it is murder on my back.
I admire your work ethic.
I've got a job to do. Not enough people these days seem to respect that.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Hastings. I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it, Detective.
Fair play.
If you don't mind, Detective, I still need to check the crate before I bring it in.
Of course. Thank you again for your help.
Learn anything?
Possibly. I may have an idea.
Ah, you're being cryptic. That's always a good sign. But if you've got a plan, let's talk about it.
Alright, talk about it we shall.
Got a minute, Bill?
For you, Miles, I've got 5.
Thank you. Right, let's talk about the burglary.
I've heard of honor among thieves, but have you ever known a thief to pay for stolen goods?
Perhaps conducting normal business is just too boring for him. Do you think he might be doing it for the thrill?
There could be any number of reasons. The best way to find out is to catch the culprit and ask him ourselves.
True. Mrs. Hambrook.
What's your impression of dear old Mrs. Handbrook?
I like her. Good old-fashioned, tough-as-nails Chumley woman. Reminds me of my mother.
Your mother was never quite so stubborn. Why do you suppose she's so reluctant to accept our help?
It's a chum thing, Miles. You wouldn't understand.
Okay, fair enough. Trevor Hastings?
Any thoughts on Mrs. Handbrook's assistant, Trevor?
Yes. I feel sorry for him.
Why? He seems to enjoy his work.
Nah, it's not that. He's obviously smitten with Mrs. Handbrook, but she won't give him the time of day.
That's what I was thinking.
What? You only saw him for a few moments. How in the ether did you get that impression?
The way he looked at her, the way he spoke when he confessed to contacting the police. Shall I go on?
No, that's fine. I see what you mean.
Really, Miles? You'd be surprised what you can learn from people if you just look at them.
Why bother doing that when I've got you to do it for me?
Alright, surveillance then.
Right. Based on what we've been told in our experiment, I can only conclude that our burglar is using the upstairs window to get into the shop.
So what do you propose we do about it?
It's happened repeatedly over the past 3 weeks, on one of the delivery nights. Since it has yet to occur this week, and today is Friday, logic dictates it should be tonight.
Indeed.
So we settle in and wait to see if the burglar returns? Catch him in the act?
Exactly. It's our best chance of solving this before the trail goes cold.
And I was really looking forward to getting that drink at the Angel tonight, too.
I know, but it's as you said yourself. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Besides, forbearance is good for the soul.
Spoken like someone who truly has no idea how to have any fun.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it one of these days, especially with your expert tutelage.
Okay, let's go have a chat with Mrs. Hambrook. I'm sure she'll be delighted to know we're spending the night.
Yep. Okay.
Damn. Forgot to bring my deck of cards again.
At least it's quiet up here. I'm surprised we didn't go deaf after the last time we did this.
What?
I said... Oh, right. Your sense of humor remains on point.
Miles, have you ever considered leaving all this behind?
What, you mean quitting the force?
The force, the city, going off and seeing what else is out there, you know?
I'd miss it too much. Wouldn't you?
I was thinking I might visit Harley out west. She makes it sound like a dream in her letters. Wide open spaces, fresh air. I know I'm a city boy and would probably miss New Britannia's filth and squalor after a week, but...
You should do it. A change of scenery never hurt anyone.
Very true.
Plus, it's much easier for you than it is for me. I've got a family to consider, after all.
Ah, right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, Bill. It's just...
Shh. I think I heard something.
Oh, it's go time. There we go. It's the person.
Oh, no.
Bill?
Oh, God, no.
Stop! Police!
Damn it. He's
The
got
hay
the fire
fever.
escape. We can corner him on the roof. Stay close and keep me covered.
He dropped his hat. You dropped your hat.
Bill!
Stay back, officer. Got a knife. Ready
Oh,
your
God.
pistol for him.
But you're too close!
I trust you, Miles. Your pistol, now! There's really no need for this, officer.
Drop the knife.
I respect your desire to uphold justice. Mine is more important. If you let me go, I won't come back. And we can all forget this ever happened. Don't listen to this lunatic, Miles. Take your shot before things get worse.
Oh, God. No. Let's try and reason with him. A good cop would try to reason, right? We're not just going to take a shot.
Look, we've caught you red-handed. Put down the knife, let my partner go, and give yourself up.
No! I'm not going to jail. Do you know what they do to people in there?
Yes, I do. If you cooperate, I'll see if I can get the judge to ease your sentence.
I appreciate your tactics, Fordham, but this really isn't the time.
Oh, I don't know what to do. It seems like he's not going to give up, but maybe he will if we reason a bit more. I don't want to take the shot in case we miss.
Come on, all you've really done is taken some flowers. You're not a killer. Don't make things worse for yourself.
You don't know anything about me. But one thing's for sure. I'm not going to jail. So let me go free, or else your partner is going over the side. Fordham, this madman clearly can't be reasoned with. Take your shot, now!
I think I'm going to go with what he said. Oh, God, we can let him go, though. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? He's telling us to take the shot, so I feel like maybe we take the shot, but... I mean, he hasn't really done anything wrong. This is so difficult. I think we let him go. I think we let him go.
Okay, we'll look the other way just this once. Just let my partner go.
Fordham, are you insane?
Bill, don't!
No, no.
Bill!
What the hell?
Bill! Oh, God!
Oh, no.
I am so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry.
Oh, crap. Did we screw up? 3 months later. I mean, was that sort of supposed to happen, maybe? Given that it's time skipped and not giving us a game over or something.
Miles, wake up! Your house is on fire!
Huh? What?
You see, I told you it was funnier when I did it to you.
Yes. Yes. Hilarious.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Overdid it on the soporific. Why do I feel like I've had this conversation before?
I'm just glad you're in the mood to converse again. Seriously, you took so much of that snake oil last night, I was starting to think you wanted me quiet for good.
I do want you quiet for good, Bill. I just need a break now and then.
It's no personal slight. I just need some quiet time, or I'll go insane.
I get it. We all need our space.
I know it's not easy, but there's really no need.
Not easy. Bill, I've been hearing your voice since you died. You don't shut up unless I take that accursed medicine. I'd say that qualifies as a bit more than not easy.
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? You think I enjoy being trapped here, listening to you whine about how hard your life's become? You at least still have yours.
So why can't you just leave me alone?
If you're just as miserable, why don't you just go away and leave me in peace?
Believe me, I wish I knew how. But the bottom fact is, you're stuck with me. So you can either keep living this way and ruin your life even more than you already have, or you can do as I've told you and try to figure out a way to let me move on.
Yes, I know. Find the burglar from the flower shop.
Right. For the 1000th time, you want me to find the burglar from the flower shop.
Yes, exactly.
I still don't get how that's going to help.
I've told you several times, although to be fair, if you actually listened to me, I'd still be alive. At any rate, you wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place if not for him. Once the criminal has been caught and is in custody, we'll both get what we want.
Justice?
Justice?
More than that, you'll have that elusive thing you always wanted to give others. Closure.
You do realize the trail's pretty much frozen at this point. Our man has seemingly vanished into the ether.
That's no excuse not to keep trying. I know the cases Upton's been giving you these past few months haven't been the most thrilling, but they've at least kept you active. So just keep at it. Something has to turn up eventually. Unless, of course, you want to wind up in Riverview Asylum. And if that happens, I'm really not going to keep quiet.
Fine.
True.
Good man. Now, I suggest you stop talking to thin air, or Adelaide's gonna start wondering if you've gone mental. Or just maybe she'll stop wondering.
Very funny.
Well, there we go. I don't know if we did the wrong thing. I don't know if maybe there's two outcomes there. One where he survives and one where he doesn't. I don't know. I feel like taking the shot wouldn't have been the right thing to do, but maybe Bill would have survived if we'd done it. I honestly don't know, but either way, he's still sort of in our head now, and we're living with the guilt of it and trying to track down whoever that burglar was. That escalated very, very quickly, didn't it, guys? We're going to leave it there for this one. We'll continue in the next one, but man, that was very unexpected. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcadius Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, and Lyle for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.